I think we are live. Hey, everyone, welcome back to another episode of You Are Meant for More. I am your host, Francine Ayala, Empower Her coach and speaker, confidence coach and speaker. You guys, if you're new here, welcome. And if this is your first time, or you're joining us again, I'm excited that you are here. So, I have something I want to share with you guys, and I'm really excited. We got it going. It's finally here. And right before this live, we had some technical difficulties, but we were going to take care of it. So you got to love technology, right? Anyways, you guys, I put out a workbook that originally I was going to put on my website and charge for it. And, I prayed about it, and God was like, nope, I want you to give this away. And then I will have masterminds. So I'm going to do VIP masterminds with my VIP first, and then of course I'm going to do masterminds for everyone to participate. So stay tuned for that. But it's just exciting that this is going out to all of you for free, and you can actually download it using the QR code. I'm like trying to, am I going the right direction? This way. There we go. You guys, I'm looking at it different, but anyway, so you get to scan that QR code, and it's going to take you to my website where you can then download the free guide. And I'm going to share more about it on this episode. And so thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. If you're joining us live, let me know you're here. And if you're catching this on replay, let me know as well. You all can join on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And if you're joining us live on E360 TV, I am so grateful because we just looked at our numbers last week, and we are at 11,000 views monthly because this show is global. So wherever you're joining, I am just truly honored and grateful that you chose me to watch. So thank you. Thank you. I don't take it for granted. So thank you for being here. I am truly honored that you are here and want to participate with me. Okay, so we're going to dive into this, you guys. I'm going to pull up my notes because this is something that's been on my heart for some time now. Now, as a coach and speaker myself, it took me years to get where I'm at today. And, I'm still evolving, I'm still learning, I'm still growing. I'm all about educating myself and showing up in my most authentic way. And the reason why you have to do this is because that's what brings out your authenticity. If we hide behind the failures, if we hide behind our mistakes or anything like that, we're just hiding what people truly want to see and be a part of. And so you all know you've got the messy truth coming at you all the time, every time I share. And so this workbook is really going to help guide you through all of these different areas that we hold on to. So not only do I talk about it on the show, but the workbook is going to talk about it even more in depth. And so let me go ahead and bring up my notes. And for some reason, it's not letting me share the screen itself, so which is kind of odd. I'm not sure why it's giving me technical difficulties with that. But that's fine. We're going to just move forward, and I want you all to scan it and pull it up, if you get a chance to do that before as I break it down. But like I said, for some reason, it just did not go through when we did a test run. So I'm hoping you all got it. And if not, again, shoot me a DM, shoot me an email, and we'll make sure that it gets fixed. So it could be just a glitch. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up my notes. And here we go. Okay. So this is a framework that I've used on my past clients, and it's something that I really wanted to share with the audience. That you're all joining me from somewhere in the world, local, globally, wherever you are. This is something we get to do together, and so I want to just jump in because this whole process is going to get you to your next level, wherever it is that you're focusing on in your business or even in your life. It's just to be able to show up in your power and your purpose, to know that you have a voice, to know that you get to share and step out boldly in whatever area that you are focusing on. And it just takes that a little bit of sharing, what ultimately broke you or what brought you down at one point in your life, and little by little sharing it to have that confidence then to work through it. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull up my notes. And again, if you're joining me and you have questions, definitely ask them, and I'll come back and make sure that I'm answering your guys' questions. So this is not cool because, like I said, it's not letting me share it. And it would be great if I could share it so that you guys can follow along with me. So let's see if I could do this. Oh, okay, there we go. For some reason, it went away at first, and now it looks like it might be working. So bear with me. We got to love technology. I'm all about it. I had a friend of mine tell me how I was so smooth at my event when things were going a little chaotic, like we weren't able to find the staff. And she goes, you were so calm and collective in how you responded. And I said, yeah, because the thing is, why allow the emotions to run a situation when you have total control, when you are in a line with how to keep your emotions, calm? And all I said is I asked my volunteers, okay, well, go ahead and find the staff and let them know what we need. And so my friend's like, I would have lost it. Like, I would have been so mad. And I'm just like, there's no point in being upset about it when you can easily have it fixed with somebody following the situation. You also don't want to put the energy behind it. Okay. So that's another thing that we get to talk about and share. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull it up now. There it is. Yay. Okay. Hopefully it is sharing. Let me just double check, make sure. Yes, there it is. So let's go ahead and move me to the side. There we go. All right. All right, you guys, this is it. This is the framework that we are going to do together. So let me go ahead and pull this up. This is just going to give you a little bit of a disclaimer about who I am and how I coach. I do it more of a holistic approach, and it gives you the table of content. I also share a story that is really impactful. You definitely want to go back and read that. So let's go ahead and jump into my notes and where we start off. Okay, so your confidence workbook, I'm going to walk you through it. So get comfortable, grab something to write with, because we're about to transform the way you think about confidence, leadership, and your purpose. So yay, let's go. All right. So let's start with the truth. There are 4 confidence killers that are keeping you stuck, and I guarantee at least one of these is showing up in your life right now. Confidence killer number 1, the I'm not ready. So yes, the I'm not ready, And so, yes, this is perfectionism disguised as preparation. You tell yourself, I just need to learn one more thing, or I'll start when I'm more qualified, or I need to be 100% ready before I begin. But here's the truth. You will never feel 100% ready. That's basically what you're waiting for. And it doesn't come before you take action. It comes after. And the antidote? Start before you're ready. Take imperfect action, because confidence is built through experience, not through waiting. And you guys, let me just share that is 100% true, because I have people that have asked me in the past, how let me see, why is it not going forward? Okay, there we go. I've had people ask me how I've gotten to be where I'm at today, how I became a speaker, how did I perfect it, and how did I become someone who speaks with authority, with confidence? And I'm like, it did not happen overnight. I had to go through all the messy approaches for it to build my confidence, to build this character, this, voice within me to show up as a person that I am today. So, I talk about failing forward, get out there, start speaking. I had a friend of mine who, we get in front of the camera a lot, and I wanted to record her testimony, and she was really nervous. And I said, you could do it. We're just having a conversation. And it's just the idea of the camera was making her nervous. when in actuality, it was just having the conversation of sharing what she does and how our company was supporting her in her business. So again, take that leap, step out of your comfort zone, share the messiness of it, and love it. Because when you step out in your power and your purpose, and it's okay because, the community that I've built, they all want to support you, they all want to cheer you on. They want to be there even when you feel like you've fallen on your face. I want to be there and be like, you got this. Let's go. It's okay. Continue. Keep going. Like, I want to push you so that you know that it's okay to mess up, to stumble over your words. Like, doing the show was hard for me when I first started too, because I was like, I can't stumble. I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have something that's going to show me, the exact words I need to say. Granted, I do have notes and sometimes I do read notes, and that's fine. But a lot of my show and a lot of my speaking, actually all of my speaking, is really off the cuff. I pray about it and I find out, okay, God, give me the words that I need to be impactful today, to inspire, to share with someone who needs to hear what it is I have to say, or what it is he's guiding me to say. And so do it messy, do it, have fun with it. And that's what it's all about, is really just kind of getting out of your way so that you can step into this authentic and bold self of yours. Okay. So I'm going to pull my notes back up, and so that we can continue to go forward with it. Okay. So confidence killer number 2. Oh, let me go back and share my screen again because I took you guys off. There we go. All right. Okay. I wonder if you guys can see it. Oh, it doesn't look like you can see it as well. At least I can't. The way I'm looking at it, I can't see it. So if you're joining me live, let me know how it looks. That might be a little bit better. Okay. Let me just double check the screen. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Perfect. Okay. So thank you for being here with me and going through the craziness of technology. Okay. Confidence killer number 2, fear of judgment. Oh, you guys, fear of judgment. That is I feel like that's the number one thing that affects people, is because they get so nervous about what other people are going to think. You're terrified of what they're going to think. You'll think they're criticizing you. What if they don't like what you have to say? What if you look foolish? Oh my goodness, you guys. If we actually believed that it's more about us and what's in our minds and what's in our thoughts than other people's opinions, we would have no problem talking, speaking on stage, getting in front of people. Here's what I want you to remember. People are too busy thinking about their own lives to judge yours. And the ones who do judge, well, they're not your people, right? We're your people, the Wheela community, myself, we are your biggest cheerleaders. So don't worry about what anybody else has to say or think. Just spearhead forward. So the antidote: choose success over fear. Decide that your dreams are more important than the other people's opinions. So confidence killer number 3, fear of failure. Woo, this one was like my top one for many years, actually. You're so afraid of failing that you don't even try. Actually, mine was perfectionism, I should say, but this also led into fear of failure. But here's a shift. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Every failure is just data, it's feedback. It's showing you what you can adjust, what you can learn from, what to do differently next time. So don't let it weigh you down about it showing up in your life. Okay. So let me go ahead and hide this again and bring myself forward. There we go. Okay, so I wanted to just kind of bring that forward and show you all the layout of those confidence killers, okay? So know that they are there to affect you, and your subconscious mind will constantly revert back to what's safe. So this is why I speak so highly about, so boldly and, with so much passion, because I know these confidence killers hold so many people back. So confidence killer number 4, the time scarcity mindset. I don't have time. I'm too busy. Maybe when things slow down, again, mine was I need to make sure everything's perfect. Yes, we have perfectionism in us, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just like I said earlier, I wanted you all to download this workbook. I went ahead and tested it. It didn't come through, which was odd because, everything was in alignment. But like I said, it could just be a glitch that we're having right now, and I'm not worried about it. But guess what? Other people would freak out like, oh my goodness, I can't do it until everything's working perfectly. No, guess what? We're going to roll with the flow and things are going to come together. Because whether you get it right now in the next 5 minutes or the next 5 seconds or even the next, tomorrow, you're still going to get it no matter what. And it's not going to be devastating. So many people sit in their head about it not working right or it not flowing through. All you got to do is show up as your confident self and know that what you have to provide is so valuable that all the little things that are, coming together is going to come together. And that's fine. And that's why I don't even bother about it. I'm just like, oh, we'll get it done. It's fine. Okay. So here's the reality when you are thinking about the time scarcity mindset. You make time for what matters. If confidence, growth, and transformation matter to you, you'll find the time. Isn't that the truth? We will always find the time for things that are going to support us. The ladies I talk to, the men I coach, they're all about, wanting to get to their next level. So they're always investing in their confidence, their growth, their transformation. So when there's something that matters to you, you'll find a way to make it happen. Connect with me, connect with mentors, connect with coaches that are going to support you into your next level. So one of the things that I've used in the past and still till today, and I mean, I use different types of systems, but this one has been beneficial, so I wanted to share it. Use what I call the 5-5-5 rule. So 5 minutes to plan your day, 5 key tasks to focus on, and 5 time blocks to protect. It's simple, effective, and it works. So it's just a simple 5 minutes to plan your day, 5 key tasks to focus on, and 5 time blocks. I used to do 3. I used to do the 3-3-3, but now because I'm running multiple businesses, I do the 5-5-5. So do what works for you. If the 3 is something that's attainable for you now, start with 3. Like just start, right? Okay. So let me just see if you all have any questions. All right. No, you're good. Awesome. Okay. Let's see where we're at in our system here. Okay. It's funny, you guys, because I have to go through different screens to make sure I'm moving it. Okay. So in this workbook, you all, I want you to write down, think of the one thing that you've been putting off because you don't feel ready. Write it down and now ask yourself, what would I do if I trusted myself to figure it out along the way? That's your first step towards unshakable confidence. You guys, I did these fillable forms so that you can write in it when you are typing. Right there. Today, I'm going to focus on, you know what I mean? So like, it doesn't have to be printed out, although I'm the type of person that loves printing things out. So if you're here with me and you love printing things out, yep, let me know. I'm that person too. But sometimes people don't like to, print it out, or they don't have a printer and they like to do it more digitally. This is why I created the fillable workbook. So I share another story about being a single mom, and I talk about the different failures that I went through. So let me see if my notes are running with my my worksheet. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's head into the other one. Okay, so here we go. We're going into the victim versus victor mindset. And so let's talk about this. I've talked about this in the past. Victim, let's think about the victim. Do you want to be the victim in your story? Or do you want to be the victor? Like, I'm going to be the one to accomplish and go after and change what it is I want to do. Because victim mindset is like, will keep you stuck. Well, it's them, it's that, their fault, or they didn't do this. Anytime that is verbiage coming out of your mouth, that is a victim mindset. So when you are constantly reverting to why things aren't happening in your life and you're blaming other people, that's a victim mindset, and you don't want to get stuck there. And that's where a lot of people are just unaware that it's happening. And so victim mindset always says things like, this always happens to me, I can't believe this is going on, I can't because it's not my fault, why does everyone else have it easier, why do these things continue to happen to me? I mean, you guys, there's a whole process and energy around that, and that's what I dive into. Well, amongst other things, that's what I dive into the mastermind courses. So you want to stay connected because those are launching soon. And I want you to make sure you are part of it and you don't miss out. Because if you're really looking for change and to have that unshakable confidence, again, you don't want to miss out. Okay. So the victim mindset keeps you stuck in blame, helplessness, and powerlessness. So the victor mindset says things like, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What's my next move? And I'm responsible for my results. So that is the changing point of everything. Like when you change that process of, how am I going to make this happen? And when people are aware that it's not about anybody else but themselves, that is the true power. You got to really understand that it's not about them, it's about me. And how do I get to show up? Who do I get to be going forward? And it is so life changing, you guys. In this workbook, and it may not all be in my notes because I did a little synopsis for you, but in my workbook, I also talk about the energy frequency that you have to be aware of. Energy is everything. So, really quick story. When you go into your day, you wake up in the morning and you're running late and you trip over something and you're like, oh, or then you stub your toe and you're like, oh God, and you have this like energy of like, oh, I can't believe I'm running away. Oh, that car. Oh my God, that car is going so slow. Oh my God, I'm going to be late. Like, think of the words and the energy that you are pushing out. Things will continue to happen in your path to continue to spiral you out of control. And it is true. Try it. I'm not trying to tell you, have a bad day, but think about it. I want you to try to be not the victim. I want you to be the victor of that. And this is a quick little tip on how to do that. So the minute things start going like in disarray for you, like it usually happens to me because sometimes I'll run late and things like that, and I'll drop something, or like I hit my leg on something because I'm running out the door, and I honestly stop and I laugh, and I just like, nope, not today, and I literally put a smile on my face and I laugh about it. I'm like, haha, all right, it's going to be an awesome day, thank you for this beautiful day, and I jump into gratitude. So understand, it's how you shift your perspective and your understanding of your space and what's around you. Because I'll tell you right now, and I get this from people too, they're just like, well, why is this person, it's always these people, like, why do I got to deal with this person, and this person's always angry, and this person this and this person that? And I'm like, that's all your energy. That is what you're attracting. And so this workbook is going to dive into things that are going to talk about the energy frequency and how you get to show up and how you get to rewrite your story. I even throw in some NLP tips, like how I do neuro-linguistic programming, how your worthiness story, and how you really get to show up in a victor mentality. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got the victor mindset puts you back in your driver's seat. It gives you your power back. And here's the beautiful part. This is a choice you get to make every single day. Every morning you get to choose Am I going to show up as a victim or as a victor? And here's how to practice your victor mindset daily. Number one, start with gratitude. What are 3 things you're grateful for? Okay, I got to share this, you guys. You know how I wake up? You know how I start my day? Again, I'm going to share with you because this is exactly how I do it. I wake up and I say, thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you for utilizing me as a vessel for the people, or to share your word, to share your love, because you guys know I'm all about loving on people, right? There's so many hurt people out there, and I just want to let them know that it's not your fault how you were raised, who was there to feed you their beliefs. But it is your fault if you decide to stay there. So please don't stay there. Understand that you get to choose who you want to be and come from a place of love. And this is what my coaching and my masterminds are going to be about, is how to show you how to be a person of excellence and a person of love, because that's who Jesus was, a person of love. And he wanted to love the world. He wanted to love on people so much. Okay, so really quick, what was I going to share with you really quick? I think I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was telling you guys how I start my day. So I do pray. I pray and I say thank you for another day. And then I go into gratitude. So I never knew that that can change your life. Honestly, like if people tell you like, oh, wake up with gratitude. Well, when you're like spiraling out of control, your bank account is negative, your car was repossessed, you have a bankruptcy, you're exhausted, you don't have food, you name it. Like I was going through so many, just so much turmoil. I was going through depression. Like it's almost like someone saying, get over it, think positive. That doesn't help, right? No, but in the same concept is when you're saying, you know, just wake up and be grateful. And it's really hard for people to do that because they're sitting in a victim type mentality and a victim type of emotions. And so that's why I love when I coach and I work on the emotions that we tie to different things. Because when we show up in an emotional calmness and understanding of how the world is maneuvering and how people react to situations, we get to really just be there as a silent observer and just show love and grace for people. Again, I dive into all of this during the coaching and the masterminds because it's not about us, it's about them. It's about what they're going through. So if somebody acts a certain way towards us, it's about what they're going through. It's how we respond to them is about us. If we respond negatively, that's some negativity and emotional, deep rooted stuff that we're holding on to. But if we show up in a place of love, and I smile at people all the time, and you have no idea how that changes people. So when I say wake up with gratitude, that literally, that one step will change your life. And I do. I wake up with so much gratitude. And I'm just like, sometimes I forget right after I pray. But when I drive in the morning, I'm just like, thank you, Lord, for a beautiful day. Even when it was raining yesterday, if you're in Southern California, you know what's happening with our weather. But thank you for a beautiful day. Thank you for this time. Thank you for, allowing me to have a car. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for the blessings I haven't seen yet. So it is a process that we get to continuously do, and game changer. All right. So let me go ahead and go back because you guys, there's so much I want to share with you because I'm so excited about this workbook. So bear with me. Okay. Number 2, identify small victories. What's one thing you did well yesterday? Celebrate it. 3, ask reflective questions. Instead of why is this happening to me, ask what is this teaching me? Even when somebody shows up in your life, in a negative way, ask why. What is this lesson? What is it that I'm receiving from this situation? Okay, remember, if they're negative and they're approaching you in a certain way, well, we know that they're dealing with something, but why are you a reflection of that? You get to ask those questions. Shift from the victim to victor is one of the most powerful transformations that you can make. And it starts with a decision. Okay, so we're going to go deep because if you want lasting confidence, you have to rewrite the stories you've been telling yourself. We all have three core stories that shape our confidence. Number one, your identity story, who you believe you are. Number two, your possibility story, what you believe is possible for you. Number three, your worthiness story, what you believe you deserve. And most of us, we're walking around with old, outdated, limiting stories that are keeping us small. Stories like I'm not that kind of person who succeeds. People like me don't get those opportunities. I'm not enough qualified, enough experienced, enough, you name it. I'm not blank enough. I'm not, you know, enough. Believe me, I had, what was mine? The worthy. The worthy one was I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough for people to work with me. Why would they want to pay me when they can pay an expert and things like that? But guess what? We grow and evolve into experts. Because I promise you, I was not this polished 5 years ago. All right, here's the truth. Those stories aren't facts, they're just stories, and you get to rewrite them. And then here's the NLP process I use with my clients. Number one, identify the old story. What's the limiting belief you've been carrying? Write it down. Step two, find evidence against it. Look for proof that this story isn't true. And then when have you succeeded? When have you been capable? When have you proven yourself wrong? Remember those things. Step three, create a new empowering story. And all of this is in the workbook, you guys. What's the truth you want to believe? Write it in the present tense as if it's already true. So, for example, old story. I'm not a confident speaker. New story. I'm a powerful speaker who inspires others with my truth. Sounds good, huh? It's amazing. Step four, live from your new story. Start making decisions, taking actions, showing up as a person in your new story. This process, it's life-changing, and it's all in the workbook. I love this for you, you guys. Can you tell my energy is super high because I'm like excited for you, excited for what's to come? I'm just excited overall. Okay, so now let's talk about the three pillars that support your confidence: faith, fitness, finance. Ooh, those three I struggled with. Faith, yep, struggled with my faith. Fitness, yep, struggled with my fitness. I'd quit, I'd start, I'd quit, I'd start, I'd quit, I'd start. Again, it's a journey. It's not a marathon, so it's fine. Finance. You all know money struggles that I had, dealt with bankruptcies, car repossessions, the whole bit. They were all programs, right? Pillar one, though, the faith. This is your spiritual grounding. This really will change your life. I promise you. It's trusting in something bigger than yourself. It's knowing that you're guided, supported, and never alone. When your faith is strong, your confidence is unshakable because you know you are meant for more. You know that your spirit is literally shouting from the rooftops to support you. It's amazing. Pillar two, fitness. This is about feeling strong in your body. When you take care of your physical health, when you move, when you nourish yourself, and when you rest, you feel more confident. You do. I promise you, you will show up in a better space. And I'm working out right now. I'm working out twice a week with my coach. And even just those days in between, I still feel so much energy, which is really odd because I was always like really tired and really like I was dragging, But your body is the home you live in and you want to honor it. You have to show up differently in this world. I mean, have you guys ever heard survival of the fittest? It is a real thing. Pillar three, finance. Let's be real. Financial stress kills confidence. Oh my God. Number one over here. Yes, financial stress kills confidence. When you're worried about money, it's hard to show up powerfully. It really is, because I went through it. I know the process. I isolated for so long because I was struggling. But guess what? I wasn't giving it to God. I wasn't having Him show me and guide me and to say, here, you know what? Here's my business. Here's everything I am doing. I just want you to guide me, you to support me, you to lead, because I'm tired of doing this life on my own. So take the wheel. Best decision I've ever made. But when you build financial literacy, when you create multiple income streams, goals, when you take control of your finances, you feel more secure, more confident, more free. And these three pillars of faith, fitness, finance, they work together to create a foundation that supports everything else. And when one pillar is weak, the others feel it. So we strengthen all three. That's why it's so important that I put this in the faith, fitness, and finance foundation. So I mean, family, of course, is top of the list, but it's like you have to be confident and focus on these three areas so you can come out and be so supportive to your family. All right. Now let's talk about leadership, because confidence isn't just for you, it's so that you can lead others. And here's the authentic leadership formula. Self-awareness plus self-trust plus service equals authentic leadership. Self-awareness means knowing your strengths, your weaknesses, and your triggers, and of course, your values. Self-trust means honoring your inner voice, keeping promises to yourself. Service means using your gifts to help others. I remember I had a coach tell me, why are you not coaching and using your value and your services to help others? I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So it is so powerful. What I do and the transformations I bring people are powerful, and I'm grateful to do it. Here's the most powerful part: you lead from your scars and not your wounds. And so many people do this. So you lead from your scars, you lead from the things that had hurt you, but they're no longer wounds. So like I've heard people in the past talk about situations that they've overcome, but you can hear it in their voice that they're still wounded from it. So I want to make sure that's really clear. You have to lead from your scars that you've overcome and that you've stepped into your power boldly, and that you're no longer going to allow that victim mentality of your wounds to come forward. Because a wounded leader is still hurting, still bleeding, and still in the pain. But a scarred leader, she's healed, she's transformed, and now she uses her story to help others heal too. Yep. Your scars are your credentials. Your pain is your purpose. Every struggle you faced, it's prepared you to help someone else who's going through the same thing. Your mess is your message, and your test is your testimony, and your pain is your power. All right. So, your confidence roadmap, you all. Here's what I want you to know. Everything I just shared with you is inside the Ignite Your Confidence workbook. The 4 confidence killers, and their antidotes, the victim versus victor mindset, the NLP process to rewrite your limiting beliefs, the 3 foundational pillars, the authentic leadership formula, energy mastery practices, pain to purpose transformation, daily confidence rituals, and so much more. So it's all there, your complete roadmap from self-doubt to unstoppable confidence. And I created it for you because I believe in you. I believe that you're meant for more, and I believe it's time for you to step into your power. Sound good? Sound good? Is that a win-win for you all? So, all right, beautiful. Your confidence journey starts now. So head over to the link, francineayala.com, and go ahead and download your free workbook. And let me just share what the website looks like. And yeah, I'm going to share it right here. All right, let's see. We are coming up to closing, you guys. Here we go. Okay, it's asking me to do this. Oh, that's interesting. All right, there we go. It wants me to share my host screen, so sorry about that. Let's share this entire screen, and then we're going to go over here. There we go. All right, let's put this on and head on over. I hope you guys are able to see this. Okay. And let me just take this off of here just in case. There we go. Let's try to do that. Is it still not working? I think it's not. So let me go ahead and share. Let me share an actual window. Here we go. Let's share the window. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that's a lot better. There we go. Yep. Here it is. Okay, you guys, this is going to take you it's going to take you to my website, the QR code. So you're going to come to the website, and then this is just my YouTube. If you want to go subscribe, please do so. Here's where you're going to grab your free workbook. This is going to be the workbook that I went through. And when you click on it, it's going to go to the page that's going to talk about the workbook a little bit. And then you can grab it here. You can read all about, what I'm up to, some testimonies, and then grab your free workbook if you want to do it there. Now, once you do that, it's going to ask you for your information, because I want you guys to be part of my email list. Now, you can unsubscribe, you can, at any time, but I'm going to be letting out things, in a newsletter. I'm going to be sharing tips. I'm going to be sharing some blogs, things like that, so you could stay connected with reading what it is I'm putting out, or what I'm up to, basically. So be part of the community. Once you hit submit, it's going to head over to and send you to, a note saying to check your email box. That's the one that's not going to, that's the one that we didn't get the email box for. So if you have any issues, try again. We want to make sure that it's working for you, or shoot us an email at francina@francinayala.com, and we'll make sure that we get it out to you, because it shouldn't give you any issues anymore. So sorry about that if it does. And like I said, it was just a technical issue, but we're going to check it after the show together and figure out what's going on. But that is it, you guys. I was so excited to share this with you. I want you guys to take advantage of it. You know that I've put my heart and soul into this, and I wanted to be here to support you in this process. Again, more masterminds are going to be coming out soon. That's why I want you part of my email list. And if you don't want to download the workbook, also know that you can just go to my website, scroll all the way to the bottom. Actually, I should show you again. Let's see. No, not this one. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and it's going to have an area, a form for you to just join my email list. Do that. If that's like something you want to stay connected, then you can do that without having to download the workbook. Okay. So I want you part of this whole community. We have a Facebook group as well that we're going to be posting more stuff in. So thank you so much for being here. I'm grateful for every single one of you that shows up, and we are growing, you guys. When we started this show, You Were Meant for More, a year ago, we had 3,000 views a month, and now we're at 11,000. So thank you. I'm so honored that I have this opportunity to share my knowledge and what I've learned along the way to support you in your own growth. Okay. So reach out to me again if you want to connect even further. I have a link it's francinayala.com/meant for more if you want to hop on a call. And if there's something that you are dealing with that you need support in, I'm here for you. I want to be able to, and this is a free call. So again, and if it's something you want to look into, like as far as coaching, we can talk about those options as well. And I do offer payment plans, because believe me, when I first started in my coaching space, like where I was getting coached by coaches, I didn't have the type of money they were asking for. So they allowed payment plans so that I can work in my budget to continue to excel in my own growth. So I'm here for you to support you in your journey in any possible way. Let's talk, and go ahead and francinayala.com/meant for more. I look forward to hearing more from you and seeing you guys soon. So reach out, with any questions, and we will go from there. Sound good? I will see you guys next week. If there's something that you want me to share on a future show, please reach out to me. Again, go to francineayala.com/men for more, book a call. Or like I said, you can go to, you can actually go to my email, and I read all these emails. So it's francineayala.com. So let me make sure I add that there. And you can email me as well. So, all right, you all, I will see you next week. Again, thank you. Go out there, be blessed, love on people, smile at people, and know that you were meant for more. God put you on this earth to be extraordinary, not ordinary. So we'll see you next time, next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Get to know what you do, what inspires you, what you enjoy.
My ability to lead really impacts women on a larger level, because not every woman has the same story or the same journey. So understanding where they've come from and where they want to go helps me be the leader that I can, so that I can show up in a space of authenticity for them.